Hello, happy holidays. My name is Lindi Haws of Love the Day, and I'm so excited that you're here to craft with me today. If you're new, please subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, because today we are going to make this adorable gingerbread paper garland that was found on the Michaels Holiday Lookbook this year. I designed it for their Peppermint Lane set. We're going to recreate it today, and here's what you're going to need. So there are two ways to make this garland, and I've made it so I've created a template that you can make the garland with a Cricut machine or without. If you're making it without a Cricut machine, you'll just head to lovethedayshop.com, purchase the bundle, and it has the printable files for you. And what you'll do is you'll just cut it out and join us in a few steps. Now, if you have a Cricut machine, that same bundle will have the SVG file where you can layer the paper to make these same characters. Both are fun, both are adorable, whatever is your preference. Here are the supplies you're going to need to make the garland. Like I mentioned, if you're interested in going the printable route or don't have a Cricut at this time, go ahead and purchase the bundle. It will have the printable garland. Download it to your desktop, print the file. I like to print it on, print my printables on 110 white cardstock. They help, it will help the garland drape a little better. Go ahead and cut out your gingerbread boy and girl and set it aside for a moment while we work with the people with the Cricuts. For those of you with a Cricut machine, here are the supplies you'll need. You'll need your Cricut machine. I'm using a Cricut Maker, but you can use a Cricut Explorer Air 2 machine. That will work great. You'll need a mat. This is craft board paper. I prefer the Cricut brand. You'll also need 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. I'm using red, pink, and white. You'll need some scissors. You'll need some little pom-poms, buttons, acrylic paint, some wooden beads, and then also a hole punch. The first step we're going to take in making this garland is painting our wooden beads that will go in between our gingerbread boy and girl. So I've got some pink acrylic paint. Go ahead and put it on my mat. I like to use dowels when I'm painting wooden beads because it just is less messy and it helps them dry easier. So we're just going to paint these pink. So go ahead and paint your beads and set them aside to dry. The next thing you're going to need is a template for how to make this garland. As I've said before, it will come in both PDF and SVG format. How to get it and how to purchase it is to head to lovethedayshop.com, head to bundles, and click on this gingerbread Christmas bundle. Go ahead, add to cart, purchase, and then that file, it's a zipped file, will land on your desktop. Once you've purchased your template, you're going to want to head over to Cricut Design Space. We're going to insert two files into our canvas. So we're going to upload an image. We're going to browse. The first one is that gingerbread boy and girl, which is right there. We're going to save that. And then we're also going to upload from that bundle are our peppermints. Okay, we're going to save those. And we are going to insert both images into our canvas. And here we go. Okay, once we're in there, we are going to ungroup the peppermints because we actually don't need that big one. And we're going to delete that guy. Okay, now that we have both our gingerbread boy and our girl and our peppermint, we're going to size this a little differently. I want the peppermints to be a little smaller, and I want the gingerbread boy and girl to be a little bigger. Okay, and once they are all resized, everything's color coded so it will cut on the correct mat, and we are going to press make it. I'm going to cut the gingerbread boy and girl first. So as I mentioned before, we'll be using this craft board paper, which is pretty thick. I know most people can cut it with their deep cut blade, but I like to cut it with the Cricut knife blade because it just is a no-fill, will cut all the way through. And I actually, when I'm selecting which materials I'm cutting, I always put light chipboard even when I'm using craft paper because I just find that it cuts so much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. Now that everything is cut out, let's make our peppermints first. You'll have your white round and your peppermint slices. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with one piece. Go ahead and give it some hot glue. Put it anywhere. Go ahead and place it down. And we're going to repeat this step. We're going to put this one directly opposing it. So make sure we get our little slices perfectly straight. And now comes the fun part. We're going to start to build our gingerbread boy and girl. We have all of our little frosting cutouts, our buttons, our pom-poms, our bow. And then if you use the printable file, you can also pull these out as well. You can, of course, leave them as is. But if you would like to add, you know, pom-poms or buttons on the printable file, this is a great time to do it. We're going to use our blank templates now and build our boy and girl. Start with the eyes, give it some character. I'm gonna add the smile. And I love the girl has this cute bow. I actually like to put a cute button in the middle to give it just a little more dimension. Add her frosting layers, her pom-pom layers, and her arms. We're going to move on to our gingerbread boy, putting on his little frosting arms and his button eyes. We have buttons and of course his smile. Our next step, we are going to punch hole punches into the arms of our gingerbread boy and our girl and into our peppermints like I've done here. And then our very last step is to string our gingerbread boy and girl into a garland. So I'm going to take my twine. I'm going to go through our girl's arms, always go behind. Next, we're going to string our beads that we painted earlier. Then we'll string our peppermint. And depending on how long your garland is, you can stop or keep going. Now, the same thing applies if you are using the printables. We're going to hole punch the arms. And our peppermint. And just like we did the other, we will string our twine through the printable garland. And there you have it. We have our gingerbread boy and girl and peppermint garland that looks amazing on a mantle. It looks really cute in a kitchen as well that's decorated for a gingerbread theme. I'd love for you to make this. Go ahead and visit me at lovetheday.com. Lovetheday.shop.com has the template, and remember to subscribe. Thanks so much. See you next time.